I guess this is a good spot to talk from, but I don't really know what I'm doing here. Like, I am just at the warehouse and I'm like, can I make some fucking good content to like share with the world? Because I just went on a rant on my phone, which it was in like the vertical position. Now it's in horizontal. So if you want to learn some e-commerce shit, just, I guess, watch, because I'm going to regurgitate all the good shit I just said on like 10, 20 minutes of talking to myself in the screen. And now I'm just going to consolidate it for you. And I'll probably post this on, I guess, YouTube. But anyway, so I'm in my warehouse and we got I don't know if I'm allowed to curse or not, but like, we got a shitload of stuff. We have 1,000 boxes of just, I mean, it's a bunch of shit. We only really have like 6 to 8 SKUs, but a lot of it is like 2 or 3 SKUs. And it's crazy the amount of inventory this is. I think it's like $250,000 worth of shit that just came in, and we're not even done. Like, this whole area I'm standing in right now, cause like, look at how big these pallets are. And I'm 6 foot. So this is like, I don't know, 7 foot, whatever, a little taller. I don't know. But we were up there stacking those. Each pallet, oh wait, shit, those are like stacks of third. Each pallet, I don't know, it's like 5 to 10 grand a pallet of like goods, MSRP. Some of them are actually more. We have, the most expensive pallet we send out is an $18,000 pallet of like a bunch of small products. But that only goes out to like big wholesale retail stores. And which is crazy that we're even selling to retail stores now. It's like the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, we started out drop shipping and now we're here. We're like, what the fuck? That's what everyone says too. Like, a lot of people too were like, oh, you gotta like reinvest into like other shit, because what happens when it all comes crashing down? And it all does come crashing down a ton of times over, and it's just like, you gotta roll with the punches and fucking survive that shit. Now, I mean, we survived it. I have one main business partner in this business, and then we have a great team, which are, I like to think of the whole team as all business partners, because we all are involved in it. We all put our hearts into it. It's a great business. But anyway, so consolidating all the facts that I want to throw at you right now is, no matter what you're starting out doing, if it's drop shipping, if it's FBA, like arbitrage or wholesale, whatever the fuck people are teaching now, yeah, do that shit and make some money. But if you want to do like, get into the big leagues, you need fucking credit, you need leverage, you need investment, or one of those things. And the thing that I did was I went in debt like $80,000. It was fucking stupid, because I did that without taking a course or learning anything or knowing shit. I just kind of was like, drop shipping, cool, lost 80 grand. I didn't have fucking 80 grand, but I was like working 3 jobs. My business partner also like helped out, but we basically racked up my fucking credit cards like hell. And then we hit a couple winners. But it took us like fucking 30 drop shipping products to find 2 winners. One of them started helping us pay off the bills, and then we got a little bit in trouble with that product. And then the next, okay, let me back up a little bit. We had a product that was fucking ripping, and all our accounts got banned, which, like, I guess typical story. And I mean, I don't want to, you could learn specifics later in the future. But the moral of the story is, we had a product, we got lucky as heck, we made shitload of money, and then everything got blocked and banned. And a shitload of money, okay, we made 6 figures in like a month. And it was 2 of us, and we're like, holy shit, we got a lot of money. But then we had a fucking like 20% chargebacks. A lot of our stuff didn't ship. We had to fulfill it without the money the bank would give us. So I started getting credit cards because I had great credit, and I started racking everything up. And then we could never sell that product again after we were done, because the market got super saturated. We had no clue what we were doing, never took a course or anything like that. And then eventually we hit a bunch of losers in a row with all that money. We kept spending all that fucking money we made, lost all the money. We were partying, we were spending it like idiots. And then we were like, oh, we're gonna find another. And then we just kept fucking going and dropping another 80,000, and we lost it. And when we lost it, it really sucked. But eventually we hit 2 winners. One of them lasted for a couple months. It was doing like 20 to 40,000 a month. I think it was 20,000 profit. Maybe it was 40,000 revenue. It was like insane margins on a product. And it was on Amazon primarily. And we did some like Facebook ads when it was like a little bit better in 2020. Or no, that was at the beginning of 2021. And our main first product, it was a year before, it was the beginning of 2020. So we had a whole year of fucking losses. And then we hit a winner again. And then it lasted like 2-3 months and then it was down. But we had another winner we were building up with all the profit because we were like, we're not fucking spending the money stupid this time. We made a bunch of money. Okay, we're starting to make it back. Okay, we got a winner. Invest everything in the winner until that winner fucking starts to skyrocket. And here we are. Now, the winner is actually over in the other corner. And it's actually insane. But it was also because like, this is the thing that I want to, it's like the little secret about this is the winners, it wasn't just like a random luck of the draw. And this is where we realized we did everything wrong with the first $80,000 loss in dropshipping. And the problem was we were selling just whatever was hot, trending, stupid product. When we didn't look at markets, we should have been looking at, okay, what's an industry that, just any fucking industry. And I'll say like a random niche that's like very niche. So let's say like fly fishing. That's not what it is, but fly fishing, maybe there's one product that everyone buys. And if everyone buys that product, you should sell it. But you should look at if there's competition, because if there's a lot of competition, then it's gonna be tough. But everyone's always looking for a competitor that's lower price, better quality, or a better brand, better customer service. You could beat the number one dog in any industry as long as you come in with some sort of like value add. And that's what we did. We saw an industry, and this is where our whole mindset changed. That other product I'm talking about that did like 20,000 a month, which it got taken down because we were too close to a patent of another. So we like friendly level, no lawsuits or anything, we removed it. And we took our money, we sold out the rest, and we're like, we're not doing it anymore. They agreed. They were like, okay, no lawsuit or anything like that. Even though we were like, we're not even fucking infringing, but whatever. Anyway, so then when this product starts kicking off, it was the end of that other successful product. And if you want to know these products, like if you get to know me more, I'll just fucking tell you. But I don't like spreading all this stuff out there because then people, misinformation, bullshit like that, whatever. Anyway, so this product, we just kept doubling up. And like people laugh. Like I saw, if you watch like TikTok or Twitter, there's like the TikTok investors or something. There's like a meme joke page or something like that. And that page is funny, don't get me wrong. But they posted Patrick Bet David the other day where he's talking to Lewis Howes on a podcast and he's talking about life with money in the picture is a game of doubles. So you get $1,000. How do you double it in a year? Okay, how do you double that again in a year? How do you double that again in a year? And you're, I forget, what is it, 10 doubles away from like 100 grand or a million, or I don't know what the fuck it is. But then it was like when you're at 1 million, you're 10 doubles away from 1 billion. And everyone's laughing at it like the fucking NPCs and I guess normal people are like watching that and they're like a game of doubles. Like how do you, oh, that's so simple. Turn 1,000 to 2,000, 2,000 to 4. It's simple. And then it was simple though. Like people overcomplicate it. Like law of attraction people. If you think you can do something, you can do it. Like manifestation is actually a fucking thing. So we were like, let's just double up on it. And if we double up and we don't know how to sell it, we'll fucking find a way to sell it. So that's what ended up happening. We doubled up on a product. And we did no ads. We listed it on Walmart and Amazon with no ad spend. And we found an industry that we were passionate about. And well, we grew more passionate about it now. And we're just like, holy shit, this is something we know. And why didn't we sell a product in it? Like the best products are the most obvious ones when you have them in your hand. Which is also like, what the fuck is that psychological term? I can't even think of it right now. Hindsight bias. So the rule about hindsight bias is, yeah, once you see something, it makes total sense. This is what happened to us. Every good product is always hindsight bias and it fucking annoys the shit out of me. So every time we had some success, it's like hindsight bias kicks in and then you're just like, holy shit, this actually worked. And you won't know until that moment hits, but it is a good fucking feeling, and it's also a horrible fucking feeling, because you're like, why couldn't I just think of this shit ahead of time? It would have been so much easier. Now, when that happens, so we get a product, we list it on Walmart and Amazon, we sell out in a day, which is fucking nuts. When we got all the inventory, we sold out in a day. We get the next round of inventory like 2 weeks later because we shipped it by air. We're like, fuck the margins, let's just keep selling it. Sells out in 2 days. We're like, wait, so the next one, if we double, is gonna sell out in 4 days. We didn't double it that next time, and it took like a month between each double. We like 8x'd it, and we fucking threw some credit card spend on it. And then that's when our other product got taken down. Now we're at 8x the beginning of the product, and we start selling like 10,000 to 20,000 a month revenue of this product with horrible margins, like 20% without ads. So like with ads, we're fucked. So that's the crazy thing. Now, eventually this kept doubling for I think actually we doubled it all the way through the first year until, that's actually nuts now that I'm thinking back at it. This is all through 2021. We're doubling the product sales up, and we got a couple more SKUs in there, but we got 4 SKUs throughout 2021. And the first 2 SKUs were very similar, just different size stuff. And we doubled up until we got to order values of, I think it was $160,000 ordered. And that was all our money on the line. And now all the money on the line was crazy, because then all of a sudden, we didn't know this, we hit a part of the year where no one fucking buys it. And what does my credit card statement look like? You have an interest payment due of fucking $5,000 because we have almost $200,000 of shit on credit cards. And I'm like, well, this is fucking bad, because are people gonna fucking buy it? And then we freaked out. So we were like, holy shit. We just built up everything. We were making a shitload of money. We pushed it to the limit. And then we're like, fuck, we gotta sell this shit. So what do? We fucking find retail stores, because if you have a bunch of shit and you're running burning cash, you gotta fucking sell shit. It's so simple. It's like people overcomplicate it. It's like you get a product, someone needs the product. If you get a shitty product, you're fucked. So make sure you actually have something that's selling. But we saw the value. We were like, okay, we keep double. Okay, the market's there. Like, is that the best way? No, there's better ways to analyze it now. But that's what we did at the beginning, and that's how we scaled to this eventually. Now we have orders coming in like every 2 months that's $100,000 to $200,000 worth of shit. And like, granted, I'm not making $1 million a year. Our company is, not me. But that's because I want to keep fucking doubling. Like, this is the problem. You see Rolexes, you see Lambos. Okay, yeah, one time I borrowed my buddy's and I like posted it in some pics because I thought it was the best move. But now I'm just like, I'm kind of getting sick of that stuff. I'll still post when I get it, because like, there's always going to be that crowd that's like, oh my God, Lambo, I want to learn from him. And it's like, no, we're not buying that shit. Like, I want to buy the fucking worst car. I want to have normal ass clothes, normal ass life, and travel the world, do whatever the fuck I want, bring people I love with me. And you realize that a lot of those things, like the really successful people, don't really give a shit about that stuff. I'm not super successful yet. I believe in my mind I am, but I know I'm not there yet. I know the vision where I have to get to, what I have to strive for. But a lot of the stuff I'm going toward, I'm not there yet. So with that knowledge, now I know, you learn this over time. The longer it's taken 3 years now to build this business. I'm talking 2020s when we started all that shit. I mean, I've been an entrepreneur way before that. I was working on other startups, actually making, like, people will be like, I was doing a startup, I was an entrepreneur, I made fucking money doing other shit. Like, so many people are like, I'm an entrepreneur. It's like, how much money did you make? Oh, I made a Shopify account. Great. Like, I was fucking making sales calls. I was talking to people. I was like it wasn't a sales job. I was doing fucking, I don't know what the term is. I was schmoozing people on the phone so they'd give us contracts for shit. Like, I was doing a bunch of shit before this. I was helping with like IT. I was doing coding. I was doing whatever the fuck. Do I look like a coder? No, but I fucking taught myself to code so I can make some side money. Like, I did so many things, and I realized what I like and what I don't. and then you stick with whatever starts making money and you learn to fucking love it. And I love it. It's great. No, I'm not fucking loaded right now. I do have a lot of equity in a big ass business, but that's all I need in life. So it's the love of the game and it's to strive for more. So where the fuck did I just leave off before I went on that tangent? So anyway, and now the warehouse fucking stupid fans go on, which I'm probably getting billed for, and I don't even know. But anyway, so the moral of this video is you have to start something and you have to figure out what you like, and you can't be like, I'm doing work. So this is how I want the last few minutes of the video to end. So everyone sees good success like this. They'll see $100,000 worth of fucking brown boxes. And then what do they say? Oh, that's my salary. And I'm like, yeah, but I only make 20,000 off this or 25,000 off it. So it's not. And then they're like, oh, well, after taxes, I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, after taxes, you're fucked. I'm like, that's why you should start a business or you should move somewhere or whatever. But anyway, I'm like, a lot of people come up to me and they are like, how do you like escape this? How do you do something else? And it's like, I have some of my best friends tell me, some strangers tell me, some people that don't even know me and they just like happen to stumble upon the business. It is the funniest thing, the people that stumble on the business, like people that will come to the warehouse and they'll do a drop off or something and they're like, wow, like who runs this? And like if my business partner and I are here, we're like, we run this. Like, I don't know, like I'm 27, I run it. Like it's so shocking to people that I could be young and start a business. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't get to party, like go out all the time. I mean, I did get my fair share of that in like summers, but winter, my fucking head is down, my foot is on the gas, pedal to the metal, and I'm just studying shit, learning shit, doing shit, executing on goals that I have, manifesting shit, saying this will happen because if it doesn't happen, I fail. So like you have to put a marker of if you fail, you're fucked. So you do not want to fail. You want to get at least one step beyond that. So if you have a bunch of shit, you got to find out how to sell it. If you don't have anything, you don't have anything to sell. So at the end of the day, you make money from other people. You can't make money out of thin air unless you're doing like crypto or shit, but that's money that's coming from other people's pockets into yours. So money always comes from another person. So you have to know this and get this in your head. Money comes from someone else's pocket into yours, but you want them to willingly give you that money so you could put it in your pocket and go fucking spend it on whatever the fuck you want. So how do we get money from people into your hands so you could put it in your pocket? I don't know what these motions are, but whatever, I'm going with it. So how do you do that? You give them value. How do you give them value? You give them a service, or you give them a product, or you give them an idea, or you give them something that is future related. That's what investments are. Like your investment bankers are telling them that their future is going to be better, so they're taking their money now. Like, there's so many ways to get money from someone else, but you just have to market and brand to get it more willingly into your palm. So, I mean, there's a million ways you could do that. There's a million ways I could teach you how to do that, but it's not super simple. Like, I don't want to say this is simple. It took 3 years of fucking stress out my ass in like 18-hour days. And people are funny because people are like, oh, like working. Like, yeah, some days I'll fucking sit and watch YouTube, but I'm learning shit. I'm not just like watching bullshit vlogs or whatever. Like, it's so funny too, because like when I do random stuff or when I'm online, like people don't know how much I'm working except for the 20 minutes I'm talking to you. So this is like the only time I'm off right now. I do have to drive a couple hours after this. I'm going somewhere, but it's like every second of every day I'm just thinking like, how can I do better? How can I make more fucking money? And it's so crazy that like the people, if they aren't starting something, if like friends of mine too, if you're not starting, if you're not putting at least 1 ounce of effort into something, like, and this is no shots at anyone, like, because I'm glad people are at least thinking of doing stuff. But the easiest thing is to think of doing something. The next easiest thing is to take some sort of action, but it's not easy until it's done. Then you realize how easy it is. I always love to quote Peter Thiel, where he says 0 to 1 is the hardest part for like startups, for everything in life. The first step is the hardest. Everyone says it. It's so fucking cliche, but it's so true. 0 to 1 is so much harder than 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 to fucking billion. So like the first dollar, the first penny you make online in sales, in e-commerce, in software, in SaaS, FBA, wholesale, fucking logistics, fucking 3PL. I don't know, I'm just saying all that shit because I'm in a warehouse. In manufacturing boxes, in label printers, whatever the fuck, in content. The first penny you make online, it's life-changing. And it's so fucking life-changing that you could end up with shit like this. Like, and it's not a brag, it's like, you should be inspired. There's like so much fucking opportunity out there. It's crazy. It's so crazy, but it's so crazy and it's so powerful and it makes so much money that people don't know about, that when people find out about it, like me, like I don't want more people in this industry, but I feel for the people that were like me that have no fucking clue what to do. Like my buddies, my good friends, my best friends, family members, whoever, that will say something like, I don't like my job. And I'm like, okay, find another. And then, it's easy to find another. But, I want to make more than I make. And I'm like, well, how much do you make? Okay, let's say it's 6 figures, 100 grand. Also, 6 figures is fucking annoying because like, what is it, 100? Like everyone that says 6 figures makes 100 grand. They don't make $999,000. If you made 900 grand, you're just saying I make 7 figures. I would say I make 6 figures. I don't want shit from anyone. So I'll say I make 6 figures. Okay, so yeah, business is worth $0. I don't have any value because I don't want shit. I don't want people coming and saying, oh, I need stuff from you. I need stuff from you. But I do want to help people that were in the same position. I want to give advice. I want to speak like this freely and just explain that there's opportunity out there. And it's like, I don't understand how difficult it is to start. But then again, like I'm born and bred an entrepreneur. I was doing shit in high school, doing shit in middle school. I had a fucking lemonade stand when I was like with my brother and some friends back, God knows how long ago, 20 years ago now. No, less than that, 15 years ago probably. I think I was like just about to be a teen. But anyway, I was doing shit forever. So if you never did that, but you want to make extra money, you don't always have to just drop out of your job and go all in on something. You could start learning shit on the side. Starting to learn stuff while you're still at a job and you're making money is great. But the problem is, when you're at a job, you hang out with people that are at a job. You hang out with people. And one of my best friends says this very clearly to me the other day, and I'm going to help him figure out how to escape the matrix, quote unquote, which I agree with all that stuff. But he makes 6 figures and he's like, he's never going to make beyond 200,000 now, except for maybe after 10 years of inflation from now. But when he makes that amount of money, he's taxed the shit out of it in a couple states, and he's got expensive rent in a nice high rise, and he's going out with chicks and partying, and he has friends that want to go out, and he doesn't want to lose friends. And you know I'm talking to you right now. But anyway, he has a lot of expenses. And this is just one good example because I have a lot of friends like this. They end up having a ton of expenses, and those expenses just keep adding up. And then all of a sudden, oh, I got this nice place. I'm going out to dinner. I got a nice car. I got my leases. You're in debt. You're in fucking debt. The grips are on you. Your brand new BMW, your brand new apartment. And now you get a girlfriend. Now everyone's saying you got to get married. Now everyone's saying you got to have kids. And eventually life fucking gets in the way and you never start something and you're in that trap. Now that's not bad. It's not bad if you have fucking good motivation, or if you just are happy and you love your life. Like, that's fucking awesome. For me, I need to fucking do like crazy shit, and it's a mental issue. So that's just how I fucking am. So that's how I have to be. And that's how it's always going to be, I feel like. So I don't know. I have this bit. I'm starting like 4 other businesses. I can't not. Like, it's so difficult to not start anything else. Content's my worst one. Like, I don't even consider that, but I'm just doing this because my friends are telling me to like throw some fucking value out there. So here you go. But anyway, keep watching. I really hope you're getting value out of this. And if you're not, fucking let me know. I don't even know where I'm posting this shit, whatever. But yeah, so my friends they're all in a very similar scenario, and I'm sure you've had friends in this scenario where they get that job, they get the girl, they get the car, they're in debt out their ass. They're in debt from college. They're in debt from fucking whatever. And they can't do something out of the ordinary because that will affect their credit and long-term capability to repay the debt, and you're trapped. And it's sometimes like, especially I remember meeting someone back in the day and they were in golden handcuffs at Amazon, and they end up getting stock options, but they're golden handcuffs because they're getting great stock options, but they have to stay for 5 years to get them. But every year beyond, they get more stock options. So they're just fucking enticed to stay at Amazon for the rest of their life. This is like not FBA. This is like actual Amazon headquarters in Seattle. And they were stuck there forever unless they want to give up millions of potential dollars in the next 20 years. And it's like, fuck, I'd give up anything to be able to just have my own business that pays $5,000 a month in profit. And it's like, but it doesn't just happen overnight though. It's like you have to make a big ass sacrifice. And a lot of people don't want to sacrifice going out, partying, hanging out with their women or men, and fucking living the life that all their college, high school, family, bros and sisters told them is the best life to live. And it's like, and it's totally fine. Like, I do know people that get like not lucky. It's part luck, part hard work to get really good jobs. And then maybe they don't have to start a fucking business to make $1 million in a year or in 2 years or 3 years. And like, they could spend whatever they want, but it's about the level of success and spending and life that you want to live. And it's fucked because now we all see everything online. We see everything on Instagram primarily is where I would say is the worst, where they're just throwing like the best life of everyone that you do and don't even follow. They're throwing the best fucking travel, cars, vacations, mansions, girlfriends, boyfriends, bodies, physical fitness, like mental shit. Like there's fucking all the best shit is on Instagram. You open that shit up on the For You, at least for me, it's like, you see all the best of everything. And I'm like, holy fuck, I want to be in like Italy right now doing that shit on a yacht. Like, that would be sick. But I have to fucking work 10 more years before I do that. And if you know you have to work 10 more years, that's the crazy thing right now. I'm even saying I have to work 10 more years for that. If I'm 37 and I'm chilling on a fucking $2 million yacht, I'll be good. I'm going for more, but I could easily do that. I could cash out and do that. Why the fuck would I do that though? When I could have more, that's the problem though. And this is where I fucking say it's a mental problem on the other. So there's two sides. There's the do what everyone is telling you to do. And there's the fucking more is never enough. And that's part of my problem. I'm trying to wean back on it, but it's like, you can always get fucking more. I'm fucking happy all the time though. That's the thing. It's like, I always want more, but I'm always fucking happy. I'm always having a good fucking time doing everything that I'm doing every day. And it's funny because like people see me working hard, like family and stuff too. And they'll wonder, like sometimes I get health issues here and there, nothing bad, but like, okay, fucking sick for a couple days because I'm working too hard. Okay, like I'm eating unhealthy because I was working and I ordered some fucking shit food. Like we're at the warehouse, we want to pig out. Like bad idea, first of all. I should have fucking prepped some food before this, but whatever. So have a good time while you're doing it. It makes better memories. Like if I brought my fucking grilled chicken or whatever, I don't know if I would have remembered that. But that fucking massive subs that we had with the team and stuff, like fucking that shit's more memorable. And you're gonna be like, damn, the warehouse, I remember those days. Like 5 years from now, when we're at a warehouse 17 times the size of this, I don't know. Like, you gotta have a good time while you're doing shit. So anyway, you have to have sacrifice. Sacrifice is like a massive fucking thing here. And it's just crazy that people can't even put 6 fucking months into sacrificing. Like, don't fucking go out and spend money on shit that's poisoning you for 6 months. Okay, I love fucking drinking. It's all good. I love fucking, every now and again, you gotta fucking blow one night out. Like, a lot of people are trying to optimize. I don't even optimize anything. My business partner's actually really good at optimizing, but I fucking suck at it. So like once in a while, you fucking go off the rails. You kind of need that shit, I feel like. You come up with better ideas, come up with new shit. You fucking blow off some steam. Every time I drink too, and this is drinking I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like crazy fucking drugs or anything. I'm talking about drinking. Like, I'll go out and fucking party for a weekend, maybe a day only. Yeah, honestly, I think the last time it was like a day, a couple weeks ago when I was in Florida, and I fucking drank for a day straight. Next day I wake up, I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta get work done. And it's like, that's the mentality I've built into myself. And now when I'm gonna drink, I have to fucking earn that shit. If I wanna go out and party, I have to fucking work out before I do it. You have to balance everything before you can do anything good. You have to have balance in your life. It's the highs and the lows. The higher the highs, the lower the lows. I was gonna say the lower the highs, the higher the lows. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm just fucking rambling now. But make sure you're not fucking lazy. You're willing to take a strive. You're willing to put your first fucking step forward. Take one step, 0 to 1, baby. 0 to 1, and then you go 1 to 100 real quick, like fucking Drake says. God damn, I'm just making some stupid references now, whatever. But yeah, make sacrifices, go 0 to 1, take your first step. If you have a job, you can escape it, but it won't happen overnight. You have to make one fucking step. It's not a leap, it's a step. You can work your job, make sure you have cash flow. Cash flow helps you do this shit a lot quicker. If you're making 10 grand a month after taxes, let's say you have 5 grand after taxes, whatever. You have expenses, another 3 grand. You have 2 grand a month left. If you have 2 grand, put that shit into finding products, drop shipping, FBA arbitrage, whatever, learn some sales, do something. Like, I'm just naming those because they're the fucking popular ones, but there's other great business. DM me if you want some fucking good business ideas. I'll throw them your way. Or DM, fucking comment. I don't even know where the fuck I'm putting this, whatever. But sacrifice, don't fucking go out every night. Stop listening to your friends unless you want to end up like your friends and your friends' parents and all that and family and shit. And like, that's fine if you want to do a normal life. But like a lot of people that ask, they don't want the normal shit. So I'm talking to the people that don't want the normal shit. So if you don't want the normal shit, you got to put in some effort. And like me, like right now, the best fucking feeling on earth. So I'm down outside of Philly right now, where our main warehouse is. So I could fucking go to Philly airport right now. I could get a free first class flight to fucking Europe. Now, my girlfriend would fucking be pissed. My business partner would be like, hell yeah. He's flying to Seattle tomorrow because he fucking loves Seattle. He's bringing his family with him. Like, it's crazy. We have the world by the fucking balls right now. And we don't even make a lot of money. We're just free. It's fucking awesome. So if you can be free, like that's what I want for you. Like, it's not about the money. It's about freeing yourself from the thoughts and the wants of everyone that surrounds you, and then you're free. So going back to sacrifice, making the first step, the end goal from that first little step, that first little leap, is to have freedom. Not just financial freedom, to have ultimate freedom. Do whatever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want. My business partner's doing it right now. Right now, my family, we're all spread apart. I will be back with them later. But sometimes you got to be working. Sometimes one of us is out partying. Sometimes one of us is working. Vice versa, goes back and forth. Last week I was partying a bit. Business partner I think he was working. But we all got to fucking do the back and forth. We got to take balance in life. Again, the higher the highs, eventually the higher the lows. But in the beginning, it's the lower the lows. Because when you're at rock bottom, the only way is up. When you're at the top, you can keep fucking going higher. So just fucking know that. Don't do anything stupid unless it's a good fucking lesson. Nothing is ever regretful. Make sure you don't live with regrets either. I always love mentioning this is I don't have any fucking regrets. Every regret is a lesson. These are all the stupid fucking cliches that everyone's saying. I don't know why I'm even talking about them, because you probably heard them 1,000 fucking times from like every entrepreneur on the planet. So I'll leave you with this. You only live once. Do something fucking great with your life before it's never too late. I was going to say before it's too late, but it's never fucking too late. You could start now. Don't be fucking lazy. Don't listen to what other people think. That's the hardest part. Don't fucking listen to what anyone else says. Everyone is programmed to know something. So it's tough. It's fucking like everyone wants you to do a certain path throughout life. And that path is, I mean, it makes sense. I was on that path. And then one day in college, I was even starting shit. It wasn't like, there was one day actually where I was just like, fuck, I have an idea. I started working on it that same day. That was in the summer of like my sophomore year. I had an idea like I remember I went to, that's how my current business partner and I first started was, I went to this, like I was picked or nominated or whatever at my university for this like camp thing. It wasn't a camp, it was like a 2-night overnight where you had to, it was an entrepreneurship like thing. It was in Hoboken, New Jersey. And it was come up with a business and you're competing and you have 2 days to come up with a fucking full-fledged business and there's investors showing up and shit like that. I didn't get any fucking investment. My team didn't want to fucking pursue this shit. I came up with the fucking good idea with them. They helped me come up with the idea, the original form of it. And then I was like, this is a fucking great idea. And then we presented it. I had no script. I went up and I fucking ranted in front of like probably billionaires for like, I don't know, 15 minutes. I don't even think anyone else on my team wanted to talk. Now, I wasn't this sporadic and 37 minutes long like this shit is right now, but I fucking went up and after I was done, I was like, I'm fucking ready. And I asked the team, I'm like, hey, you want to start this with me? No. Hey, you want to start this with me? I'm down. No. But if you do start it, like, let me know. I'd get involved like eventually. I'm like, fuck you. Like, you can't do that. That's the type of person that is like, I have a good idea. I'll give it to you if you give me 50%. The worst kind of shit is when someone says, I have a good idea and they don't want to do anything about it. Fucking just keep your idea because I don't even want to know it. I don't even want to know sometimes. Unless they want to partake or help, or unless it's family or like a best friend, then I'll listen to the idea if they won't execute on it, because then I will actually do it. And I'll be like, here's a couple percent 10 years down the road when I sell that shit for $2 million. So anyway, no one wanted to fucking work with me. You know who wanted to work with me? My current fucking business partner. We failed in that business because we were like, we got to party, we got to do D1 track, we got to do some fucking bullshit, we got to study for classes. And we went off the rails and we didn't fucking follow through with that business. We had to do like actual lead gen in person for like, it was related to like university shit. So we had to be in person for a lot of it. And it was a great fucking idea, but we were just lazy. And maybe we just weren't passionate about it. And we said, you know what, let's just fucking bag it. 1 year in, we fucking shut down the company. And we didn't make it. We made a little bit of progress. Like we got a couple potential like clients involved. And then it shut down. And we shut it down because we just weren't about it. I was partying. My business partner was super involved with track and field. I had quit because I was like, fuck, I'm not doing track and field the rest of my life. What the fuck is the benefit? And they weren't letting me do the lifts I wanted to do. So I was like, fuck this. So remember, sports too. I was not going to fucking ever make money with track and field. So I said, fuck that shit. If I was golfing, I would have fucking stuck with it. You can make money doing that shit. Name a track and field athlete besides the fucking most famous ones on the planet. It's just odds, people. It's odds. You're trying to do sports. It's odds that you're not going to fucking make it. I'm only 6 foot. I'm like 195 pounds. Like fucking, I used to squat a fucking truck, but like now I'm just like, I'm glad I didn't fucking stick with that shit. Like maybe if I did like soccer or some shit or football, if that's what you call it. Or US football, like, or baseball or whatever the fuck, like the odds of doing sports and making a shitload of money like you can with business is just so rare compared to doing stuff like this. And that's why I was like, fuck that. And that's just the tangent too. So I always like throwing tangents in if it's valuable. So I hope that's valuable. Like, don't fucking force yourself to do sports if you can at least stay healthy doing something else, and put that focus into fucking starting some shit like that's gonna benefit the rest of your life. Like, my business partner still, it benefits him though that he does sports, because like it keeps him disciplined. So that's a good thing. And he was disciplined enough to continue his schoolwork, and like we used to have the discipline to go fucking get blacked out on the weekends. Different disciplines for different folks, but eventually you age out of that shit. Anyway, just one side note is, with that business, we end up starting it because he actually wanted to take action with me. His name's Prince. Prince wanted to take action with me. And the action we took was eventually shutting it down, and we said, someday we'll start another business together. Boom, 3 years later, started a business together. Boom, 3 years later, we're fucking can do whatever the fuck we want. Now, granted, we still are fucking not 100% of the way there ever. We cannot ever look the wrong way. We're always watching our backs. We're always making sure we keep going forward. But everything we do, everything we touch always has to be an improvement. We can never take a step back now. Sometimes it happens, unfortunately. But if that does, we have to take 2 steps forward to get ahead. So with that, I'll leave you with, you always have to fucking take action. Stop listening to what other people think. Do what's going to help your future. Don't always think about right now. You can have fun in the now sometimes, but it is better to know that you're having some fun now to set yourself up for an even better future. The best days of my life haven't even been lived yet. So that's the way you have to look at life, is the best fucking day of your life so far. Think about it. You probably know the best day of your life so far. You can have a better one still. And that's what I'm always fucking seeking. And that's what you should be seeking. So, to better days, to entrepreneurship, to crushing it, to quitting your job, to living a life on your terms, to freedom, baby. And I guess I'll fucking close it out there. So, I want to fucking go to the gym. So, anyway, Trentino peacing out. Thanks for listening. Peace.